A president gets impeached. His entire inner circle gets thrown in jail. The military is on standby. Sounds like the plot of a crazy political thriller, right? Well, it's not. This is the absolutely insane, real-life story of how a secret club of prosecutors tried to take over a country. So buckle up because we're about to crack this whole thing wide open.
I mean, seriously, just think about it. 1 year ago, South Korea is this shining example of a modern democracy. Then, boom, the president is getting impeached, and there's actual talk of martial law. It's like finding out your quiet, friendly neighbor has a secret lair in his basement. The real question isn't just how this happened. It's who on earth has the kind of power to even try to pull something this crazy off?
So let's meet the main character in our little drama, former President Yoon Suk Yeol. Now, this guy wasn't your average politician. Oh no. He was one of them, a top prosecutor, the ultimate insider. He used the system to climb all the way to the top job. And now, the accusation is that he tried to just burn the whole system down. The charge? Attempted insurrection. I mean, you literally can't make this stuff up. And of course, every good political drama needs a powerful first lady, right? Meet Kim Kyon-hee. She is now facing a whole laundry list of accusations that reads like a season of a hit TV show. We're talking stock manipulation, shady backroom deals, and basically being the puppet master behind the scenes. And here's the muscle of the operation. Former Defense Minister Kim Yong-hyun. You can think of this guy as the president's #1 enforcer. They say he was the one pushing the martial law plan, really making it happen. This wasn't just some crazy idea being thrown around. This was the guy tasked with making it a reality. Just when you thought we couldn't go any higher up the food chain, think again. The Prime Minister himself, Han Duck-soo, is accused of being in on the whole thing. And when things started to fall apart, the accusation is he lied straight-faced to the entire country. A classic move. So, you see, this wasn't just a couple of rogue officials. This was the system itself. We're talking about a secret club, a fraternity of powerful prosecutors who've basically been running the show from the shadows for decades. And it looks like their system finally, and spectacularly, went off the rails. Okay, so that leads us to the billion-dollar question, right? What is this system? What kind of insane power, what kind of secret weapon did this president have that made him think he could actually become a dictator in a modern democracy? Well, we are about to pull back the curtain. The secret weapon is the Korean Prosecutor's Office. And you need to forget everything you think you know about prosecutors. In South Korea, these people are on another level. They're unelected, they can order the police around, and they have the power to investigate and basically ruin anyone they want, from a powerful CEO to the president himself. It is the ultimate political cheat code. So, how do you even create an army of legal super soldiers like this? Well, you design the most ruthless, high-stakes tournament imaginable. Seriously, this isn't just a career path, it's like the Hunger Games, but with law degrees. It's a machine built to find and promote only the most loyal, the most ambitious, and the most power-hungry people. Let's start with level 1 of this crazy game. It's an exam so ridiculously hard that only 3% of people who take it actually pass. Let me just say that again so it sinks in. 97 out of every 100 of the smartest legal minds in the country fail. The few who make it through, they're not just smart. They are instantly part of a tiny, elite club from day one. But passing that test, that's just the tutorial. The real game begins once you're inside. See, the organization is secretly split into 2 groups. You've got 80% of prosecutors who are basically just worker bees, the salarymen who do all the grunt work. But then you have the top 20%. These are the chosen ones, handpicked and groomed from the very beginning to one day run the whole show. And the climb to the top of that pyramid is an absolute nightmare. It's a 20-year-long gauntlet where if you make one wrong move, you're out. You start at the bottom, doing grunt work. Level up, you manage a small team. Level up again, you become a gatekeeper. If you somehow make it all the way to the final boss, you become a chief prosecutor, basically a general in this legal army. But here's the insane part. If you fail to get promoted at any stage, you're just expected to quit. It's up or out. The pressure is unbelievable. But remember that top 20%, the elite? For them, that normal career ladder is for other people. They have their eyes on a totally different prize, a secret, off-the-books department where the real power lies.
This is the place where political careers are made and where they are completely destroyed.
Welcome to the big leagues. It's called the Special Investigations Department, and this is not just some fancy office. For decades, this was the secret heart of Korean politics. Their entire job? Taking down the most powerful people in the country. Forget calling them lawyers. These guys were a political hit squad.
And if you want to understand just how different this unit is, check this out. Your regular workaday prosecutor is buried under hundreds of cases every single month. But the guys in this elite hit squad, they get to focus all the time, money, and power of the entire government on just one or maybe two cases at a time. They don't have a caseload, they have a target list.
And if you want to know how they operate, just listen to this quote from a former member of this squad. It is absolutely bone-chilling. They don't investigate a crime to find out who did it. They pick a person, a politician they don't like, a CEO getting too powerful, and then they investigate that person until they find a crime, any crime, to pin on them.
Their internal motto really says it all. Basically, it means everybody's guilty of something, you just have to shake them hard enough to find it. With their incredible power, they believe that if they target you, it's not a matter of if they'll find something, but when. It's game over before it even begins. Okay, so we've seen all the pieces of this terrifying machine. We have a brutal system that forges absolute loyalty and a secret hit squad to eliminate any enemies. Now let's look at the final piece of the puzzle, the master switch that lets one person control this entire weapon. It's all held together by this thing with a super long, super boring name, the principle of prosecutorial unification. It sounds like something you'd fall asleep reading about, but what it actually means is terrifying. It means the entire prosecutor's office acts like one single person, a hive mind. An order from the top is followed all the way down the line, no questions asked. It turns thousands of individual prosecutors into one single weapon, aimed by whoever is in charge. And that, my friends, brings us right back to where we started. In the ultimate plot twist, former President Yoon, the guy who mastered this game, the ultimate prosecutor who used this machine to crush his enemies for his entire career, is now on the receiving end. The very system he controlled is now coming for him and his entire crew. It's the definition of poetic justice. This whole crazy story is more than just a political drama in one country. It's a massive warning for everyone. They built a system of powerful watchdogs to go after corruption. But it leaves us with one absolutely terrifying question. What happens when the dogs get off the leash? What happens when the people who are supposed to guard the castle decide they want to be the kings?